Welcome to yet another exciting episode here at Kilimo Faida TV. Today we are at Alvis Polytechnic, where there is an agricultural show that is taking place. With me here today is my guest. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good.
Please introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Samuel Kamau, and I work for a company called Kitchen Garden Masters Kenya. And as the name suggests, we are professional in gardening, all the farming activities in terms of mostly focusing on providing solutions to farmers, and not only solutions but also modern solutions to at least focusing on improved income, and also not only income but also the nutrition aspect, that is health, and also the food security.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, and sir, Mimi, what has drawn my eye is this.
Okay.
This design, first of all, is very beautiful.
Yeah.
Would you please give me some background history about this?
Okay. We have our conventional way of doing things, and sometimes if you don't change from those our old ways, sometimes it gets boring. Sometimes you need to do something very interesting. And also with the new generations, we don't need to see the old ways. We need to put practices that are interesting and also eye-catching, the eye-catching technologies and designs. Because we have gone to school, we can design we can design something new. And for this case, for gardening, we have applied this technology or the design. Actually, it's a design. We are used to doing the straight laws. And then you wonder who decided we must do the straight one. And if we do the round one, we get a very interesting design. So this is one of the we call it a mandala garden. Mandala, yes. Mandala, wow. Yes. And what happens with this one, it's able to conserve the water, because around these rings, when it rains or when you do the watering, the water it's able to be retained around all those rings. So you find there is no water wastage. Also, we plant it in design. For this case, we are doing we consider, when you are planting a kitchen garden, you also need to consider a few factors. And one of the factors is preference. You plant what you consume or what you prefer. These systems or these designs allows you to incorporate all those factors in terms of water conservation, your preference, and also the nutrition aspect. So we plant in that design. The larger part, we do the bulk or what you prefer in large quantities. So that is, for this case, we are doing spinach and kales. Then as you go inside, the space decreases. Now that you, for this case, you consider the nutrition aspect. That is why we do some indigenous vegetables. They are nutritious, but you don't get them in bulk. Then at the center, you do some salads, kachumbari, what you need in a very small quantity. So we get that. So that is basically the design. We also incorporate it with a sprinkler. So we are using that sprinkler to sprinkle water around.
Wow. And I'm seeing some crops. I don't know if you can please give us an overview of which type of crops these are.
Okay. For this case, we've tried our best to integrate. We have the kales, the normal kales. We have the spinach. We have the nightshade. Nightshade is managu. Tunaita managu. Then at the center, we have a Chinese vegetable. It's called pak choy, which is fast growing. And also we have the red cabbage.
Okay.
The one that is used to make the salads. So we don't need it in a very big quantity. We just need a small of it, and you are good to go. So that is the pattern that we have done here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can see that there are other methods.
Yes.
Would you please give us an overview of what they are?
We in as much as we want to sell our technologies, we also want you to get started. So for this case, we have done quite a simple technology. This is a Zypit.
Zypit?
Yes, they are called Zypit or sunken pits. It's just a pit, you dig a pit, you replace the subsoil, the downward soil, with the manure or the residues, that is the remains, crop remains. You put it down there so that they can absorb and store water.
Okay.
Then you do the topsoil plus manure. That way you are able to create kind of an oasis whereby you can get vegetable all year round with minimal water, because for this one you need to water it like once a week and you are good to go, because it is able to preserve almost 80% water that you are putting in there. So this is a technology that mostly applicable in dry areas. Also, we have some. We've been having issues with the people doing the containers.
Oh, okay, yes.
The normal containers, the plastic containers. But I know farmer can bear me witness that when you use the container, sometimes you experience the hard pan or the soil in the container compacts or cement, look like a cement.
So this you said is called?
This one we said is called Mandala Garden.
Mandala Garden.
Yes.
Na naona kuna variety of crops hapa. Would you please demonstrate to us and explain to us which type of crops you have planted here and why?
Okay. For instance, on the outer ring, we are doing as we said, we are doing the bulk vegetables. Okay. And for this case, we've been able to do the kales. This is an F1 kale, which is watu wanasema haina gas.
Oh, okay.
So it is ni mzuri kwa kila mtu. Then half of it we've done the spinach. This is the normal spinach. And for this one you can see the mixture. You can do the spinach and scales in one plate. And most of the Kenyans uses these two as a major vegetable.
Yes.
Then inside in a ring we have the indigenous vegetable.
Okay.
But for this case we have the only one type. One is managu, the black nightshade, the normal kienyeji. So it is nutritious, but maybe the quantities are a bit smaller. But for at the center we have the salads. So this one we have pak choy, a Chinese cabbage.
The dark green one.
The green one.
Okay.
Yes, and the purple one, the purplish, is just a red cabbage. We call it a red cabbage. It's for salad, but it is not limited to that. You can do more like chili, the capsicums, the danias. You can do them at the center.
And I can see you have adopted a different type of irrigation than the ones that you're used to.
Yes.
Would you please tell us about that?
Okay. One factor that we consider when integrating irrigation is the water. So we are looking at water, the availability of water, and the pressure. Okay. So for us here, because it's mostly for kitchen garden, we are doing for very low pressure, low pressure sprinklers, which needs actually very low pressure to just run the garden. And for this case we have this one butterfly sprinkler. Oh, okay. This one discharge a lot more water. Then over there we have a microjet.
Oh, the small one.
The small one over there. We have a microjet here. This one is a very simple microjet. You can unplug it, then move it to where you want, just like that. It's able to
it's portable.
It's portable, and it's able to discharge very minimal water.
Okay.
So also it conserves water. Over here,
yes, we can see that there's another type of garden.
Yes.
Would you please tell us about this one?
So this one is a vertical bag, and what happens here is when you want to now focus on space maximization.
Okay.
So you use these bags. It is a net bag that is perforated on the sides. So you are able to plant all around the bag, but from the bottom to the top, we have put a layer of rocks to allow water to penetrate down to these crop. Because when you put the soil alone, it means the water might not be able to penetrate all the way down to this place.
So meaning it is a mixture of rock and soil.
Yes, but separately at the center, you put a column of rocks.
Okay.
Yes, we prefer fist size rock, the one that you can hold like this fist size. It's the one that we place here. And we also have integrated with a very interesting irrigation system. And this one is emitters. They are called baton drippers. The brew emitters.
Okay.
They are the one that we use to do the irrigation.
Okay.
So we are able to, the water flows slowly, and you're able to achieve irrigation comfortably instead of, but when you're doing the manual watering, you just pour water at the center. The water will get through the rocks and spread to other crops.
Now, I want to ask,
yes,
sasa hizi zimepandiwa wapi? Because I can see them projecting from the outside. Is it when you were putting the rocks, or how was it?
Okay.
How were they planted?
Okay, what we did, you install first the bag.
Okay.
Once you install it, you get a seed. Here you do the seedlings, and preferably the leafy vegetables.
Okay.
The one that zenye unachuna. Zile one time ukipanda cabbage one time, you might not get the value. But for this case, unapanda zile unachuna over and over again. You see one time thing. So what you do after you umeweka mchanga, unapanda tu straight to the hole tu, unaweka to the way tunapanda tu seedlings kwa mchanga, una make a hole maybe with a stick, you insert the seedling, alafu una compact the soil at least ijishikilie. Plant grows upwards always, itashika grow upward. Then over here,
yes,
I know sometimes in a kitchen garden you might be busy, you don't want to engage into weeding.
Okay, yes.
So this is one of the things that we do. We put the mulching paper to reduce the activities in the garden. Once you plant, just ways to harvest. No weeding, and no herbicides. You don't need to apply the chemicals to kill the weeds, because this one blocks the weeds from growing.
Oh yes, okay.
What grows is what you just planted in this hole. Then we also save on water because it has some drip line down.
Yes, I can see some pipes.
And underneath we have the drip lines.
Okay.
So which emits water to the target crops, like that.
Okay, if I may ask, these pipes, do they have holes ama zinamwaga maji?
Yes, zinakuja pre-perforated. Zinakuja already perforated with the standard spaces. We have 15 centimeters, 20 centimeter spaces, and 30 centimeter spaces. So it comes customized that way. And you can plant different type of vegetables. We have done some kales, spinach, pak choy, and capsicums.
We can see in here Gen Z.
Yes, in very easy.
Exactly, this is our
harvest. So,
yes.
Yeah, so it is an interesting
adventure
technology.
And I can see lastly we have I don't know what to call it.
We have the bucket irrigation kit, and this one is I know we are used to watering the garden with the watering cans or directly using the hose pipes.
Yes.
But you end up wasting a lot of water, and also eroding the soil.
Yes.
And also watering unnecessary places.
Yeah.
But for this case and with this one, with this technology, this bucket irrigation kit, you just it is connected to the bucket, then connected to drip lines, and you're able to feed water from the bucket, and it flows to the target crops. So you end up saving a lot of water, and also it is very cost effective. This one is very cost effective. It is anyone can practice this, and you're able to enjoy different and healthy vegetable at home.
And I've seen that you've measured on specific plants.
Yes.
Is it that there is a limitation to there are some plants that you cannot plant using these systems?
Okay.
Or...
Actually, there is no limitation, but in as much as we can integrate, we want to apply the context also. Who are the people?
Okay.
We are an Africans.
Yes.
What do we consume most? We consume the kienyeji,
yes,
and maybe kales and spinach.
Okay.
So we measure on that because we want to have them readily available. These are the most things that people goes to market to buy.
Yes.
So we want to solve that. Okay. Yes.
And so, now because we are at home, maybe you wash something and you go and you pour it on the crops. Is that advisable?
Actually, it is not. Because as you drink, you also drink the clean water.
Okay.
So also the plants need some element of clean water.
Okay.
And cleanliness, it's water with no impurities. And for this case, like oil in the kitchen, to plant is impurities, and sometimes they harm the plants. Okay. So for this case, for kitchen, we don't have, for kitchen water, we don't advise. But for rinsing, the one that used to rinse the clothes, you can put some njivu, what do you call it? The ash. Okay. In it overnight. Then the next day you can apply. You can apply.
And are there some challenges that maybe I, as a Gen Z, I'll prefer this one, but also this one is very nice. Are there some challenges that I might face? Or is it an assured method?
Okay, I think all the same, like any other garden, it needs tender and care. So long as you put your mind there, you know what you want to achieve. You want to get the fresh vegetables from your farm, you can achieve it. Okay. It's that we give options. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and for educating us. We have learned so much. Personally, I've seen a new method that I can try.
Yeah.
On agriculture,
please try.
Yes, you can also venture. So thank you so much. And thank you for watching our content. See you in our next episode. Tuonane. Kwaheri.